Hi everyone, it's Sunday, June 27th, time for another HideNet Week in Review. I'm Vera Dordick. So, rising prices are still the main trend in the hide market, and demand in certain sectors is driving levels higher, and limited supplies are contributing to that also. In the U.S., demand is still focused on branded steers, Colorados, and Texas. But really, given the shrinking price gap, butts have seen interest grow also. And actually, their prices grew this week by a few dollars. Looking at heavy Texas steers, prices were expected to rise, but whether it's customer reluctance or lack of supply, trading took place at steady levels, and seasonal weights of 62, 64 pounds topped out at $53 as they did last week. In the cow market, buyers are back to lowballing bids and consequently prices are stuck. Dairy cow interest is still said to be decent, and there might be a little bit of room for improvement yet because those have not risen as much as other selections have. Export sales for the week totaled 596,800, which is up almost twice what it was last week, and largely that's because of the good wet blue sales that were reported. With regard to shipments, the total was down again this week, and this time by 14% at 472,500. Slaughter for the week through Saturday, June 26th, was down just 2,000 hides again at 661,000. Turning to Europe, editor Andrea Guolo reports that more market increases are expected. And in fact, some are saying that the market will be up by 20% by the end of the summer. And that's especially with bull supplies expected to decrease significantly. In the UK, Andrea says that the price of English origins was confirmed, and the 36 Plus is now selling at £1.40 in sterling for the best grades, while the asking price is actually 5 cents higher. In Ireland, some sellers got €1.50 for the 36 Plus per kilo, but the reference price remains €1.45. With regard to bulls, Andrea says that certain French selections saw some appreciable increases, but meanwhile, southern German bulls at the moment are stable at €1.90 per kilo. In the European cow market, some Scandinavian selections did see increases, and other origins saw mixed results, with some unchanged and some a little bit higher. And again, in the veal market, things were pretty quiet as the low end has little interest and the high end remains pretty expensive. In his analysis this week, Andrea examines these rumors of a 20% market increase by summer's end and what's behind these expectations. From South America, editor Ronald Guiel reports that the average price of fresh hides was up just 2 cents at $3.76 per kilo. TR1 is unchanged from last week at $1.15 to $1.20 per square foot. And sellers are calling this really an unworkable price. Some tanneries are even sourcing hides from neighboring countries because of the low domestic supply and the high raw material price within Brazil. Looking at other news from Brazil, Caime and Liaison won the Diamond certification in the Sustainable Origin Program. Brazilian footwear has picked its target markets for 2022 and 2023. And from elsewhere in Latin America, we see that Argentina has partially reversed its beef export ban. Clothing and footwear prices dropped in Chile, and in Colombia, Puro Cuero has upped its commitment to the environment with the new sustainable bio line. In Peru, footwear exports are up over 30% January through April, and finally in Uruguay, Montes del Plata and BPU have pioneered certification of carbon neutral meat. So that's all we have for this week, and until next week, good night from HideNet.